There are three different places that a human can appear in after dying: heaven, hell, or Disventure Camp's Discord server. I bet that Jake from Disventure Camp doesn't have a lot of fans now. However, he is just a flower compared to the Disventure Camp community, which gets more and more delusional with each day. Fandoms are important when we talk about certain games, certain cartoons, and etc. However, I think I might not be the only one who noticed that the community of this venture camp is a little messed up. Now, I am not saying that each member of this community is like this, but recently it became more noticeable that the community of this venture camp is full of, for example, crazy shippers, dirty-minded people, and more. When we talk about the fan base of this venture camp, there is a lot of dirty stuff to cover. For example, the greetings, the Discord server of this venture camp, and in general, the toxic behavior of the most of the fans. The crack ships, for example, represent just the tip of the iceberg, and the recent crack ship that became a hit is Alec X Connor. Like, people, what are you thinking? Before making a ship, first of all, it is important to know about the sexuality of the characters. And here, both Alec and Connor are heterosexual. And because of that, this ship absolutely doesn't make any sense, at least to me. If I would be them, I would ship Connor with a character like Miriam. And no, it's not just about the age, it's about the fact that at the start of the All Stars, these two characters were actually having some really decent interactions and chemistry. This may sound out of context, but I gotta admit it. The fact that Alec may have a fling with Connor's ex-girlfriend, it just somewhat makes so much sense to me. As I have said earlier, crack ships only represent the tip of the iceberg, so I'm not going to say a lot about this topic. But the next topic that I want to talk about that is related to the fan base of this venture camp is how biased people are towards their favorite characters. It's an absolutely normal thing to be biased towards someone, don't get me wrong. However, in this community, people seem to put like a lot of pressure into it, which is not great. But this is what exactly happened to some of the eliminated contestants and their fans. You see, before the All Stars even started, people were thinking that characters like Lake could make it really far in the game and could potentially win it. However, as Lake got the second eliminated contestant, people started to go crazy and infinitely collapse Ellie with their hate towards her. After the second season of this venture camp, Lake wrote a book with Tess for which she even managed to win an award. And speaking of Tess, pretty much the same situation happened after her elimination. After Tess got eliminated, Gabby's character was fully surrounded by the hate of the fans for a moment. However, the negativity towards Gabby didn't last as long as the negativity towards Ellie. But let me summarize this up like this. It's easy to hate on Ellie or Gabby for eliminating other contestants. However, it is hard to accept that eliminated contestants wouldn't have much to offer anyway. Also, now this is gonna sound too random maybe, but I feel like Ashley's revenge on Fiore was a little too random and out of nowhere because Fiore was not exactly the one to get Ashley out in the season 1. It was more because of Ellie's fault, so I feel like if Ashley had to take her revenge on someone, it could be Ellie or Gabby. I have also noticed that a lot of people can get very delusional towards Jake's character, which honestly, at least for me personally, feels so wrong. Jake's anxiety doesn't justify his behavior, and it's not an excuse that can be used to treat other people like shit. So I would recommend some of you guys out there to straighten up your minds a little. So yeah, I feel like being biased towards your favorite character too much can cause you some certain problems. However, recently something got even worse than this. I bet a lot of you know about this greetings feature that started a few months ago, and I feel like a lot of us could notice recently that a lot of them were moving like straight to the point. One of the funniest greetings to ever be created, and I'm talking about the Hooters tongue greeting, is a bright example of it. Just in case if you didn't know this before, Hooters is a name of a restaurant in which there are a lot of girls working who wear that provocational uniform, just like the one that Tom wore in the greeting. And the word Hooters itself means a vulgar way to name women's breasts, so yeah. Another greeting that will move straight to the point is the greeting in which Ellie was singing, well, a pretty controversial song, let's just say.
She spreads my cheeks and she makes me scream. She's my number one, mommy gonna make her cream all over me. Just keep riding me. When I'm slurping her down, it's my favorite sound. You let out a little moan, what a beautiful tone, so softly. Just keep riding me.
And when it comes to this greeting, this may just be my imagination, but when I saw the Grad Banana greeting for the first time, this is the video that instantly came to my mind.
Mine, life insurance, yes. Girls, just a reminder, it's not how big the banana is, it's how you sit on it. What? I'm sitting on a banana, come on.
I bet that this is not the end of the weird greetings, and I bet that there are way more weird greetings to mess with. However, the worst thing that is related to the Disventure Camp is probably their Discord server. Everything about that Discord server is absolutely weird. People either have hard time communicating with others, or they can get actually banned for the most random reasons, and I'm gonna be real honest with you, I am one of those people. Recently, I was talking to one of my friends in Discord, and for a moment I was like, what's up with the Disventure Camp server, how it's going? And this is what he literally answered me. Unfunny pieces of shit, ship wars, disregarding canon sexualities, always finding something to bitch about and fight people about, constant arguments and disagreements, overreaction from sensitive snowflakes, not being able to converse with people there. And that friend actually, because of these reasons, left the Discord server a while ago, and what he answered me, I would actually like to believe that. And speaking of creators, I feel like there's definitely something wrong with them because they do absolutely nothing about all the shit that's happening around the Disventure Camp. In fact, at some point I noticed that they were kind of encouraging this stuff happening, so I don't know what to say to this honestly. And this is pretty much it for this video, guys. Don't forget to press the like button under this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed to it yet. This was Rafi Abgarian, and I will see you guys